Hey guys, it's Jo351 and today I'll be bringing you some more Faster Than Light. Today I'll be showing you the Kestral and how to unlock its alternate layout. Also I'm going to show some of its stats and weapons. The Kestral is a starting ship you get for buying the game. If you're interested in buying the game, you can get it from ftlgame.com, GOG.com, or Steam. I'll put a link in the description for all three. The Kestral starts with 3 human crew members. Not much special. They don't have any special traits or abilities. You can customize their name and gender. The Kestral has level 1 piloting, doors, sensors, medbay, oxygen. Shields are level 2, which gives you 1 shield bar, and then level 2 engines and level 3 weapons. The weapons you get are the Artemis missile and the Burst Laser 2. Both are pretty decent weapons for starting out. To unlock the alternate layout, you need to complete 2 of 3 challenges. The United Federation is to get 6 unique races on the Kestral simultaneously, so the human does count in this one. Go ahead and click on this to skip to that section. I'll give you a few tips and show you how it's done. Challenge 2 is Full Arsenal, and that's to have every system and subsystem installed on the Kestral cruiser at one time. So what you need to add is a drone system, a cloaking system, and a teleportation system. Once you have all 3, the challenge will pop up. Go ahead and click on this if you're interested in seeing how to do it, or for some tips on how to complete it. Last one is Tough Little Ship. This is to have your hull points, or HP, get down to 1, and then fully repair it. This is can be a little bit tricky. Go ahead and click on it and I'll give you a few tips and tricks and also show you how to do it. Okay, first of 3 challenges is the United Federation. It's to have 6 unique aliens on the Kestral cruiser simultaneously. For this challenge, humans do count as one of them, so it's more like 6 unique races. There are 7 races total in the game. 6 of them are pretty easily found, and then there's a 7th secret one to unlock the secret cruiser. But I'd recommend going for the generic 6, which are Human, Zoltan, Mantis, Rockman, Slug, and NG. So I got all 6 of those. Unfortunately, the full recording was having issues. There were some weird frame drops, and the audio recording was not very good. So I'm just going to show you some highlights and where you can find them. Also, I'd recommend doing this challenge last. So I'd recommend going for the 2nd or 3rd challenges first, because if you get the red tail by unlocking the 2nd and 3rd, you start out with the Human, Zoltan, and Mantis. So you're only left with 3 of the races to get instead of having to find 5. Makes this challenge a lot easier, but other than that, still not too much trouble. It does rely a lot on luck. If you get lucky in finding different races in missions, or if you find them in stores, this challenge is suddenly a lot easier. I'm going to cut to a few videos of where to find them. First way I'm going to show you is the slave ship. This is, in my experience, the most common way to get a person. Unfortunately, you only get 1 person out of this deal, but what I usually do is you run into a slaver. You could buy somebody, but it costs you quite a bit of scrap, so what I do is attack them and then force them to surrender. You can do that by getting them down to, I think it's 1, 2, or 3 hull points. Once you do that, they'll offer to give you a slave in return for letting him go. So if you go ahead and do that, it's pretty much a free crew member. Now this crew member can be I think any of the 6 normal races, so you might get human or could get any one of them. Not the most reliable way to get all of them, but probably the most common and pretty easy to do. So in this case I got Rockman, so pretty good. Second way I'm going to show you how to find more people is a space station. What you want to do is you want to come alongside it and board the station to look for survivors. Sometimes you'll lose one of your guys, other times you'll gain a person. It's fairly common, but still not a reliable way to get them. Third way I've found to get more crew members is to find a crashed NG ship. This will happen if you are finding intelligent life forms on the planet, what you can do is try to communicate with them and they'll lead you to a crashed NG ship. I have gotten scrap from it. I've also gotten 1 or 2 NGs from this. So pretty reliable way to get an NG. Haven't lost any crew members to it, so it seems fairly safe. The fourth and final way to get crew members I've found is to buy them from the store. This is the most efficient way to get them, since you can get all 6 different races from this location. Now on to the second challenge. Full Arsenal is to unlock all systems and subsystems on the Kestral. The only 3 you need to unlock are drone control, crew teleporter, and cloaking. This is going to be about 305 credits. What you're going to need to do first is find a store selling these, and make sure you have enough credits. If you're a little bit short, go ahead and sell your weapons and whatnot. Once you buy all 3 and close the shop, it'll go ahead and pop up the challenge for you. Now on to the last and arguably the hardest challenge. Now what you're going to need to do is find a store, and you're going to want to jump next to it, hopefully run into an enemy. I got really lucky here and ran into a mercenary, and so I went ahead and fought him. Now what you want to do is not really fight back and just let him hit you and get you down to 1 HP and then jump away. Thankfully this guy was only doing 1 damage at a time with his missiles and shots, so I didn't really have to worry about getting down to 2 health and then he'd one-shot me. A few things to keep an eye on are make sure your piloting's always repaired so you can jump away. Make sure your engines stay repaired until you charge up your FTL so you can jump out of there. I had a little bit of trouble with oxygen, so I had to repair it a few times. Once that's done, though, just kind of sit here, wait for it to go down to 1. Another thing to keep in mind, you will need quite a bit of metal and scrap to repair, so I'm down to 3, so I'm going to be very careful. It's also probably best to do this in Sector 1 because they do less damage. Okay, down to 2. Getting ready to jump away. As soon as his next shot hits me, I'm going to jump away because if a third shot hits me and I go down to 0 health, that's not good. I will die. Even if I do jump away, it still kills me. Okay, now we are here at the store. It costs 58 scrap to fully repair. If you are short, don't be afraid to sell your weapons, as this run-through is probably screwed anyway, so might as well just sell it all and then restart. But as soon as you repair it fully, the challenge will pop up, and there you go. Third and final challenge is complete.